Hey buddy, it's Invictus. Time to run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Thursdays are going off to a great start. We're still waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes now. There's a couple that are very, very close. Also, unfortunately, there's no meme of the day today just because Reddit's currently down for maintenance or something. I don't know. It's not loading for me. So, do apologize about that, but that just gives us more time to hop on into this here Eden run. We can get her done. Getting ready for the weekend. It doesn't rhyme. CJ is going to be Lima Yankee Kilo 3 7 Juliet Hotel X-ray. Got there. I almost said Foxtrot, and then because I saw the X, and I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so we have a memeless day, meme of the dayless day today, or something like that. Also, is it me, or is are these shots from Gluttony just firing out 4 billion miles an hour? Maybe I got used to the stopwatch. I don't know. We're also starting with pause here. Horrible movement speed. Our tears rate is okay. Our damage is just not great. However, our shot speed is also pretty doo-doo. So we are starting with the X-ray specs as well as pause. Unfortunately, we don't have any orbitals or anything like that, so we can't really take advantage of pause. But X-ray specs will at least allow us to get into and out of secret rooms and super secret rooms for free, so we never have to actually guess or use bombs as to where they are. So that can be, kind of helpful. I'm actually surprised that the secret room is not south of here. So, I mean, according to X-ray specs, they're not. You need to pick a lane here, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, but the movement speed is definitely going to be a little bit concerning here. We're also starting off with another mustache. I feel like we've had this mustache 4 times now, the past week and a half. That's actually not true. We've seen the mustache kind of often, but not that often. Whoa. Let's simmer down here, game. You're going way too hard, way too good. It's too early. Way too early in the morning for you to try to be acing me like this, all right? Not going to stand for this harassment any longer. You see our access to the secret room, and we're going to get Bobby bombs, which I am not going to be taking just because I think homing bombs are dumb. They do have a tendency to just hit you because obviously they go after the nearest enemy. And, wow, we got to 825 on the donation machine. Good Lord. I think we can finally unequivocally say that we are ready to start taking some withdrawals out of our donation machine. How often did you ever see our donation machine? That's my fault. How often did you ever see our donation machine pass $8 or so? Okay, let's stop getting lit up in this room. This missed dodge over here, the hesitant, that was my fault. The other one walking past that other one that was shooting was not. This one right here. Super secret room. Hopefully it's got an eternal heart or something in there that we can use. Yep. Unfortunately, we do not have any bombs. So if I want to get these 2 chests, I may end up having to take Bobby bombs. I could just move them next to the barrels, but let's see if we get any bombs. It would be nice. Okay, we get Binky, which is going to give us the tears up, as well as a soul heart, so it buys us a little bit of extra leeway here in the early going, but we're going to need damage real bad and movement speed real bad as well. Okay, so Soul of Azazel will at least help us destroy the boss on this floor. I'm just not even going to mess with Ragman. Not that Ragman's difficult, of course, but I just don't feel like messing with him. I am going to take Bobby bombs here because this is going to allow us to not only get into these golden chests as well as get these bombs, but also we can get a key. Not on this floor, but on the next floor. Yeah, might as well. This is basically a free bomb, so we might as well do this. I was hoping we're going to get something for it, so. Yeah. I am going to take Tropicamide as well. We need a key. Tropicamide at least going to give us some range, but man, we need some shot speed. So here we are at the last day of November of 2023. Can you believe it? We only have 1 month left in this year, and it's over. 2023 is over. I got to start thinking about taxes and stuff. Ugh. Good guy. It doesn't even feel like I got done paying this year's taxes, and we're already ready for the next year's. It's unbelievable how fast time flies, man. This year has just absolutely cruised on by. I would say that 2023 was a pretty good year for everybody, or at least for me anyway. It's one of those years that that will definitely look back fondly, more fondly than not so fondly. Even though I mean, there's always good and bad every year, right? And we had some good runs, had some bad runs, had many different anime arcs to go through. You know, very happy to be almost done with the cough anime arc. Although I was coughing a little bit earlier today during the Pokemon stuff and everything. Okay, I'll come over here. Okay, so I mean, I guess we'll take Mr. Boom. Mr. Boom at least is going to give us like a little bit of extra damage that we can use against the boss. Now, one thing we got to be careful of is that Mr. Boom will indeed inherit the Bobby Bomb mechanic. So we need to be very, very cautious as to when and how we use Mr. Boom. But the thing is that what's such a bummer about this is that it's a spacebar item inside of our item room on a run that we really, really, truly need stats. So that was not the regular secret room, unfortunately, and neither is this over here. So where is the secret room? Got to be below the curse room, which is actually probably like the best spot for it, because then we can get into the curse room for free, maybe get some soul hearts before we go into the boss fight. Yeah, we absolutely have to use this here. I am going to take stopwatch as well as the glowing hourglass if we can manage it. Stopwatch absolutely has to be taken now. The movement speed is just too bad. Now, one thing we can consider here is using that golden pill in conjunction with the glowing hourglass if we can get 7 more cents. This could be huge because we also have those other pills inside of the super secret room. So yeah, this could be big. This could be a big swing floor. Again, I almost hesitated myself there into another hit. Luckily, we had stopwatch, so we're able to escape that. We get a bomba. We get more pills. And, yep. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go into the curse room. Oh, boy. So, now it becomes, are we going to be... Okay. Hang on. I was going to say, is it possible for us to get the 6 or 7 cents that we needed? Now it's definitely possible. The game totally screws us here, and we got it. Good. Okay, so what we need to do, first and foremost, what we need to do is we need to go beat the boss. We're going to go beat the boss, and we could take the devil deal, but it doesn't really matter because we don't have enough HP to take one anyway, unless if it gives us something regardless of that, so yeah. Actually, I was incorrect. It did not inherit Bobby Bombs like I thought it did. So down goes old Dookie. We get a range upgrade. Terrific. And yep. That is a double deal that we cannot take. Even if we hadn't taken any damage on this floor, we still could not have afforded to take that, unfortunately. But the silver lining here is that we are going to be able to get the glowing hourglass. Now, I'm not going to take the golden pill or even worry about it right now, basically because we have all these other pills that we can take. And as long as we don't get a telepills, we can undo any bad stuff. Health up. Luck up. Okay. I'll definitely live with that. Well, that makes you smaller is a little bit annoying, but it's still fine. Okay, now the next thing we do is we go in here and we do this. Lock down. Something's wrong. Okay, so we're going to undo the luck down, obviously. We're only going to take the health up. Then what we can do is we can either bomb one of these jokers, or we can go into the boss trap room. So that way we get 3 taps on the Demon Judgment. If there's something in there that we don't like, we can simply not do it. I do kind of like the belt, although this is Pink Widow. Although we do also have stopwatch, so we should be able to outmaneuver Pink Widow here, even though she is very, very dangerous on 1 HP. Of course, the belt giving us a much-needed speed upgrade. I was really hoping for something like, damage, but I'll take movement speed. This is one of the times where I don't mind not getting damage here. Okay, and this saves us from death. Could use our final bomb here for a baby plum. Okay, here we go. So definitely worth it. If we can somehow, I doubt that we're going to be able to get any other. Yeah, we can't get any taps unless we find a heart here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to play the Demon Judgment. So very, very long second floor, but it was definitely worth it in my opinion. The Glowing Hourglass is going to be absolutely huge and pivotal for our survival. Okay, I was hoping for a little bit of money there, but that's okay. We'll go on to last week's question of the episode now that things have calmed down a little bit here after that pivotal second floor. I asked simply, obviously it was last week was Thanksgiving here in America, and the very simple question was your favorite and least favorite Thanksgiving dish. And gotta say, not a lot of people answered the way that I thought they would, but you know what? That's the internet, baby. So the most upvoted comment came in from Fazoli's 2024, who simply said, "Oh, that's a good one. I will edit this after I eat." And they never edited it, so thank you, Fazoli's. Second most upvoted comment came in from Cornmeal984, who said, best dish, mashed potatoes and gravy. Worst dish, chitlins. And if you know, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anyone who eats chitlins for Thanksgiving. If that's you, then I'm sorry. All I can say is I'm sorry. If you don't know what chitlins are, you should probably go look it up. And last but not least, we also had Mello, who came in with the third most upvoted comment, who said, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Might be a bit plain, but Mom's sweet potato casserole is always what I'm looking forward to, and I hope everyone has a great day. So thank you very much, Mello, and everyone who contributed that. It was a very, very hotly discussed topic. There's over 105 replies to that. Well, you know we're going to take Small Rock because we just need damage and health down. We're going to go ahead and undo that. Thanks. We're going to go ahead and take Small Rock here just because, you know, we need the damage. And even though it does hurt our movement speed, we still, I mean, tears and everything, we just need. Half price Soul Heart, which I will take. Uncle Holy Water showing up, which is a very good boon to our damage as well. Especially here with us having the stopwatch, is going to increase the uptime that Uncle Holy Water has on the targets. You just saw right there, as he is not affected. His respawn time is not affected by any of the time down that we have. Little chest here, Wheel of Fortune, Airwalk. Ooh, we can attempt to do Wheel of Fortune, but that feels real risky. What was the other one? Empress card. Yeah, I'll take the Empress card. The Wheel of Fortune card, it could D100 us, and I don't really want to risk that. Fortunately, Rag Mega is not affected by the freeze of Uncle Holy Water. I didn't even see that ad there. There we go. Good damage there on Rag Mega. And we get Growth Hormones, which is going to give us movement speed and damage. So we got our movement speed back that we lost from Small Rock. And now we can go do a little bit of explore. We can go into the curse room and undo it if there's something in here that we don't like. And there is not. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. We could go look for the... oh, no, we've already found the Ultra Seeker, or the Super Seeker room. So, yeah. Nice little catch-up floor here. So the Glowing Hourglass, by the way, will receive its 3 charges back. It's hard to believe back in the day, whenever you get to the new floor. Let me finish that thought before I go on to it next. It's hard to believe back in the day that we had unlimited charges on the Glowing Hourglass. Like, Repentance has kind of, like, really nullified our feeling of just how powerful you used to be able to be in Isaac. Now, with all the nerfs and all the changes and stuff, like... you got to remember, like, you know, there's a lot of items that were just better in pre-Repentance. And the glowing hourglass, for everything that it is, the fact that, like, we got foil. The fact that we had absolutely no limit on how many times we could use the glowing hourglass. It was just operating off of just charges, and that was it. It feels almost like that's unfair at this point, right? Like, you go back and look at Afterbirth Plus, and you see Maw of the Void, and be like, man, Maw of the Void, it used to do everything it does now, but also give black hearts on kill. Yeah, that's real good, you know? It's just like a reminder of just like, man, the game was so different pre-Repentance. But it's the game that we have now. That's for better or for worse, I would say. I'm going to take the Soul of Isaac here. We need to go find our item room. A lot of people always ask me, like, you know, hey, I'm a new player. I love watching the videos, but I've never actually started playing Isaac until just recently. What is the best version to get started with on Isaac? And I always tell them, always just go right down in the order of the games as they appeared. Start with Rebirth, then go on to Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus, and then finally Repentance. If you want to. It's going to be a lot easier for you to do your unlocks with. You don't have to have all the nerfed items. You don't have to have all the harder enemies and the increased game speed and all that kind of good stuff. There is quite literally no reason to start on Repentance. If you're a new Isaac player, there is really no point to doing that. You're just making it much more difficult on yourself. I understand wanting to play along with me, like playing along with the version of Isaac that I have. I totally get that. But you're setting yourself up for some extreme frustration. It's not as easy as it looks. Trust me. You know, the things that I do in this game are built off of literal thousands of hours of playing this game over and over again, every single day. Like it's what I do. If you start playing in Repentance, in my opinion, you're going to be frustrated and probably quit. And this is because you're not going to have all the upgrades. You're not going to have, you know, you're not going to have the general game sense. And yes, you could definitely argue like, well, you know, it was easier back in Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus and Rebirth. Yes, that's true. That is true. You don't want to learn with the training wheels on for too long, but you also don't want to start with them off, right? Because you're just going to fall and hurt yourself, and then you're just going to get frustrated. Ooh. Do we take Libra? I'm going to undo that for now. Reason why I'm undoing that is because I want to go see what the Soul of Isaac would get us from this Devil deal or Angel deal first. And then we can make a decision on whether or not we're going to take Libra or not. Now, Libra would turn our insane range into actual like stats that we can use for the better, I mean. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're not beholden to taking Libra here if we don't we don't have to. And we just straight up get nothing. All right, so I think we should take Libra. Put a little bit of extra moolah here. We do get the IV bag. Okay, so let's go back and use the Soul of Isaac. Soul of Isaac, by the way, is going to re-roll an item pedestal one time. And you can just choose between which one you want. Then, of course, we have that Emperor card, which I am very, very happy to see. Yeah, don't set yourself up for frustration and failure. In my opinion, anyway. Some people may disagree with me. That's fine. Feel free to do so. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think that you should start with Rebirth and just go in the canonical release order. That way you can get all the upgrades. You can understand the enemies. You can understand the mechanics. You can understand, you know, the basics of getting around and fighting enemies and learning the bosses and stuff. It does change, obviously, throughout the years from Repentance to, or from Afterbirth Plus, and and going through. Wow, we had another one. I did not realize that. And going through Afterbirth Plus from Rebirth, but again, I think that it's just you're just making it easier on yourself. You're gonna have a much more fun time doing it too. No, I want perfection. I want to get my Emperor card. There we go. First the maze. We have a very, very, very off shot at getting boss rush here. I highly doubt we're going to make it. Libra is certainly going to help out. Libra's going to, of course, balance all of our stats. And that's the reason why we got the huge amount of damage up there. That was, again, the result of us losing a lot of our range for damage. We'll check out this chest here, and we're just going to go ahead and undo that, because that half soul heart is way more valuable than nothing. And be careful of the white skulls. They actually will hurt you if you stand directly under them, so even after you kill them, because, just how it goes. So any stat ups that we get now is going to count for, I don't want to say double, but it's just going to count for more, because it's going to count as an all stats up. So we're looking for hybrid stat ups, like, for example, like Speedball, or even like growth hormones, that sort of thing. Hypercoagulation, you can miss me on that. Same thing goes for Explosivo. Same thing goes for Little Hashi. We're going deep here. I will take Mucormycosis. Man, talk about an item, a tier effect we haven't seen in a while. Mucormycosis. Seriously, I feel like it's been forever. I'm just gonna go ahead and not stay in that room. And Uncle Holy Water going to town on these spiders. We'll take Hive Mind. A little bit sad that we had to wait until floor 5 for our Devil Deal, but that's just Isaac, baby. Why did you go all the way to that one when we had no less than 2 targets right next to us, Bobby Bombs? I mean, hey, at least you get to make me look like a smarter person, because I, was telling people, like, yeah, the Bobby Bombs are not great. They are a liability for sure. They sure do like targeting wrong things, I can tell you what. Plenty of bombs, plenty of keys. Okay, good. Nice freeze by Uncle Holy Water. Look at this. Mucormycosis. Going to town on Pile. And another freeze. The crowd control effect's so good from Uncle Holy Water. Get an Angel Deal. And we get Purity. You may notice that our stats went absolutely ballistic after we took Purity. That's because it doesn't matter what Purity Aura we get from this point on. It's going to give us roughly the same amount of stats thanks to Libra. Again, Libra's always constantly balancing out our stats for the better or for worse. It's always going to just be there for us. That's what I love about Libra, of course. Just giving you more value out of stuff that you normally just you wouldn't even care about, like a range upgrade. Now we actively want range upgrades, as they do have the biggest swing in terms of any stat that you can get, and it balances out very well with Libra. Get a Fool card, which doesn't really matter for us now because, again, we missed boss rush. That second floor, even though it was so pivotal, it did take a while, but it was worth it though. We did need it. Ooh, Bloody Crown. I think I am going to take over Perfection. Give me Greed. Okay, so we're doing all right now. Or moolah. This didn't cost any keys, so I'm fine with that. Definitely would love to get that soul heart if we can. The other room, but it's gonna require a little bit of flying. Yeah, I guess we can take Jawbone. Yeah, wait. I take my scoff back. We can have Jawbone get us the soul heart here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at you, Jawbone, being useful. Good on you. I've been dipping back into the Australian side of YouTube again. Where are my Aussies at? Where's the mosh pit Aussies at? My interactions with the Australian mosh pit has always been super awesome. Very, very down to earth people, those Aussies, in the best way possible. Oh, you don't understand. Thank you. Another random soul heart here, so hoping for good things from a Devil Deal perspective. But again, it doesn't really matter too much what we get at this point, because again, Libra plus Purity is going to give us the much needed bonuses that we need. Pretty much any stat that we want. We'll go ahead and take that. Now we're going to fight Mom. No, you don't get to have that one for free. Uncle Holy Water, I don't know what you're doing over there, but I need you over here, son. I know you're my uncle and everything, but like I need you front and center. There you go. No deal with the devil, no angel deal as well. I am going to take the Polaroid. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had the Polaroid and went to Blue Baby. We had some craziness with Delirium earlier this week and over the weekend. Really good spot here for a secret room. It allows us to kind of take a little bit of a shortcut. I am missing having Spectral Tears, that's for sure. Yeah, there's really no reason not to use these bombs here, unless, of course, they just decide to home in on random stuff next to them. Did find our item room here. If you're wondering, hang on a second now, buddy. How come you got one of them item rooms in this here Womb 1? What kind of modded save file you working with here? Well, Cletus, you forgot that we had the Bloody Crown. It's a trinket. It gives us a treasure room and a shop inside of the womb levels. Now, in terms of the shop, we don't really have a whole lot of money, so I'm not too concerned about finding the shop here, at least not on Womb 1. But the item rooms, though, let me tell you something. Whatever. Definitely don't want the health down. Gonna be fallen. Now, that was an unfortunate detonation from Mucor Mycosis there. It would have been better had it waited until Fallen split. Then it would have just traveled to the other Fallen. We get Twisted Pair, which is good. And I will take Rotten Baby. Rotten Baby is going to give us a good amount of extra damage thanks to Hive Mind, because that does boost our fly damage as well as spider damage. So notice how our stats haven't changed because of Purity. Yeah, looking forward to 2024. I mean, 2023 was a great year. You know, we just experienced a lot of different growth in the channel. Met a lot of new people, just intermingling with new communities and stuff. On Twitch, you know, obviously started the Pokemon arc of my anime here, which has been a lot of fun to do as well. And you know, it was a really, for the start of the year that started off not so great for me. And we ended up on a really good note, in my opinion. And I'm real happy and content with where things are right now. And certainly looking towards building a bigger and better channel here going into the new year, for sure. And we will have to go back and look and try to find our item room. Maybe we don't have to, but hey, look at that. We got Tears Up here. Well, let's see if we get our Devil Deal first. Before we do anything else, let's see if we get our Devil Deal. Again, you may notice that our stats are continually increasing here. That's because of Epic 4. Remember, Epic 4 plus Libra equals just a whole lot of extra stats. I'm going to go ahead and use the Joker card. We're going to get Lusty Blood. Oh, my goodness. Might as well take money equals power, too. Not planning on spending any more money on this run anyway, but never know. Let's go back and get that Emperor card. Now, Lusty Blood is also going to be fantastic with Libra because it means that we're just going to get an all stats up every single room. Any room that has an enemy in it that we kill, it's going to give us a literal all stats up. And how cool is that? Do not need the Bloody Crown anymore because obviously well, this is the last time we're going to be in the womb on this run. Or maybe not, unless this is a 5 room, which is definitely a possibility. Not. Okay, so if we use the 6 room here, it's going to re-roll literally everything, including our spacebar item, which I don't want. Yeah, so you see the all stats up there kind of just clicking off. We find our item room and it gives us the D-Twanky. And one thing we could do is we could still preserve the glowing hourglass and just use the D20, but no, you understand. I mean, I'm happy with the sort of like increasing Libra combo that we have. Having all these extra bits of stats from Purity and Libra and all that kind of good stuff. We could take the D100. We could use it here with the glass D100, courtesy of the dice bag. Get another D100 in here. Go ahead and undo that because I don't think it's worth 2 soul hearts for nothing. Another D100. The game really, really, really wants me to re-roll, and I'm not going to. Just kind of perusing it. I was looking for a sack room if there was one. Yeah, 20. Went in the wrong way. Went in the wrong direction. Like if we're playing and not looking. Yeah, 2023 was a good year, and I think that will definitely lead us into the question of the episode, which was, how was 2023 for you? Now that we're coming across the final day of November, going into December, the last month of the year, obviously. How is 2023 going to be remembered for you? Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? What was good about it? What was bad about it? Share as little or as much as you want. I always enjoy learning about the lives of the mosh pit. The community that is, you know, we talked about this a couple of episodes ago. A community that's very, very special on the internet. We have a very unique blend of awesomeness here in the mosh pit. I always really enjoy just learning about the people who comprise of, who just make up the community in general. We had marriages in the mosh pit. We had kids being born in the mosh pit. New members, old members. I don't know what hit me there. I'm kind of mad about it. Starting to get a lot of visual doo-doo-ness going on the screen here. Look at that. Man, we just have so much damage here now. And we want to try to fire in the same direction at all times just because we want Epiphora to be maxed out. Just look at this. Look at the stat ups, man. It's just so good. Libra really is the true game changer of Isaac. Taking all stats and just turning them into something better. Belly Jelly, and boy howdy, was that a chest right there? I tell you what. So thank you for watching, everybody. Really solid run today. I gotta say, shout out to Libra for just making it possible. And yeah, again, today's question of the episode is, how was 2023 going to be remembered for you? Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? Again, share as much or as little as you want. Post them in the comments down below. I really do appreciate all the support, everyone. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Have a great Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow for another run here in the Binding of Isaac Victa. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Katie Bobady, and Mark J. Cameron. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.